we want to find the product of matrices. Now when we multiply matrices, we've got to be very careful with the dimensions. So if we look at what we have for this first one, we have 2 rows and 3 columns. So this is a 2 by 3. And we want to multiply that by, this one has 3 rows and 1 column. Before we're allowed to multiply matrices, these 2 inner dimensions must be exactly the same thing. So the number of columns in your first matrix has to be the same as the number of rows in your second matrix. And then what's going to happen is our end result is going to be a 2 by 1 matrix. Right now, the way we do these is we work across the rows of the first matrix and the entries of the column in the second. Okay, so row to column. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the respective entries. So I'm just going to write it down here. 1 times 4. Okay, and then I'm going to add that to 6 times negative 1. And then I've got one more to go. I'm going to add that to negative 2 times 3. Okay, across the row, down the column. And now we go to the next one. So since I'm on a new row, the entry is going to go on the new row of my product. 3 times 4 plus 1 times negative 1, and then plus 5 times 3. Now if I just go ahead and simplify that out, it's 4 minus 6 minus another 6, and then here I get 12 minus 1 plus 15. Now these are just all one entry though. I'm just adding, subtracting together. So 4 minus 6 is negative 2 minus another 6 is negative 8. 12 minus 1 is 11 plus 15 is 26. And there's my 2 by 1 entry for this product. Okay, now if we look at B, this one's going to involve some more multiplications. Again, let's check the dimensions. This starts as a 3 by 2, and this is a 2 by 4. So the middle ones match. That means we're allowed to do this, and we're going to end up with a 3 by 4 matrix. Okay, so I'm not going to write down all of these products. We're going to do the products in our head and just write down what we're going to add, subtract together. Hopefully you have a room to write this down. Okay, so again, we work across the row compared to the column. So 2 times 0 is 0 plus 4 times 1. That's the first entry in the first row, first column. Okay, so now we're done with this. We're going to move along our row to get the next entry, which is 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 5 times 4, which is 20. And now we go to the next one. 9 times 2 is 18. 1 times negative 4 is a negative 4. And then 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Plus 4 times 0 is 0. Okay, and again, these are 4 separate entries. Okay, now we move on to the next row, and again start at column 1. Negative 3 times 0 is 0. 1 plus 1 is 1. So we add those products together. Sorry, 1 times 1 is 1. Then the next one, negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. 1 times 5 is 5. Negative 3 times 9 is negative 27. Add that to 1 minus 1, which is adding a negative 1, or subtract 1, however you want to write, it's fine. Negative 3 times negative 4 is 12. And again, 1 times 0 is 0. We like zeros in matrices. Okay, and then the last one. Now go across this row and start again at column 1, work our way over. 5 times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 5 times 3 is 15. 0 times 5 is 0. 5 times 9 is 45. 0 times negative 1 is 0. And negative 4 times 5 is 20. Plus again the last one product will be 0. Okay, now all we need to do are the additions. This will give us 4, 26, that would be 14 and negative 8, then 1, -4, that would be -28, 12, and finally 0, 15, 45, and 20. And that is how we do our matrix multiplication. Again, work across the row compared to the column for each of our entries. Multiply and add the respective values together.